Granted, Sasuke barely made it out of that fight alive. So imagine if he had brought his ego into it, like that could have been the end of him. Number 2, IQ and calculated risk. This may be a more boring point, kind of mundane, but hear me out because I feel that this is such an important point when it comes to understanding Sasuke's mind. So the first point dealt with Sasuke's control over his ego when potentially entering foolish situations. But this next point has to do with Sasuke's calculations when it comes to actually entering dangerous situations themselves. Once again, I should mention that Sasuke's main goal in the entire show was to kill a special certain someone. And he had unwavering focus towards getting that goal completed. And Sasuke's ability to focus, which BTW is the #1 trait of all success, his focus is insanity. And I covered that in my first part about Sasuke, my first video. But because he's so focused on specific goals, his every single choice and decisions are based around the direct path towards that goal. So whenever he's about to enter a situation, you can literally read it in his eyes. Sasuke is like, he's calculating whether or not entering the situation will be beneficial towards the completion of his goal or not beneficial at all. And after calculating potential scenarios, he makes a decision. This is what I call calculated risk, and I know, once again, it's kind of a boring point, but it's so crucial when it comes to success. All the top greatest generals in world history and all the top CEOs have the same skilled master, the ability to read every situation and know if you should engage or back off. And this is something Sasuke has mastered, in my opinion. And it's called calculated risk because you pick the risk factor. And Sasuke is so good with calculated risk that he picks the highest risk reward situations and always proves himself right. The Datara fight, Killer B, Danzo. Even though the other opponent may have been slightly more powerful, Sasuke calculates how things turn out if he uses his IQ and his ability to outsmart his opponent even in the slightest.